The people selling you success rarely show you how it actually works. They present a polished facade, a carefully constructed image that omits the struggle, the failures, and the relentless effort. They show you what it looks like. And that difference matters more than you think. It's a subtle but profound distinction that shapes our perceptions, influences our aspirations, and often leads to a distorted understanding of achievement. This gap between appearance and reality is where many of us get lost. There's a pattern behind this. It's simple. It repeats everywhere. And once you see it, you'll start noticing it in almost everything. From social media feeds and glossy advertisements to motivational speeches and self-help gurus. Scroll for a few seconds. You'll see it. Cars, watches, travel, freedom, confidence. A version of success that looks clear, complete, finished. It feels convincing because it's visual, immediate, easy to understand. These images are carefully constructed to evoke aspiration and desire, presenting an idealized endpoint without revealing the arduous, often messy, journey required to get there. They are designed to bypass critical thought and appeal directly to our emotions, creating an instant visceral connection. You're not being shown the process. You're being shown the outcome. This is the critical distinction that often gets overlooked, yet it holds the key to understanding why so many feel perpetually behind or inadequate. The focus is entirely on the destination, never the winding, challenging road. Your brain responds to images, not explanations. A result is easier to believe than a process. So when you see a car, a lifestyle, a confident person speaking clearly, your brain fills in the gap. They figured something out, even if you don't know what that is. This cognitive shortcut allows us to quickly process information, but it also leaves us vulnerable to incomplete narratives. Our minds naturally seek closure and simplicity, making us susceptible to believing in a complete picture even when crucial pieces are missing. But here's where it becomes misleading. This curated view of success can lead us down a path of frustration and self-doubt. As we compare our own complex, imperfect reality to someone else's perfectly framed highlight reel, it sets an impossible standard. The system rewards attention, not accuracy; clarity, not completeness; confidence, not depth. So the people who present things simply and confidently get more attention, even if what they're showing is only a small part of reality. The algorithms favor engagement, and simplicity often trumps nuanced truth in the battle for eyeballs. This creates a feedback loop where superficial presentations are amplified, further obscuring the true nature of success. What looks complete is often just curated. It's a highlight reel, meticulously edited to showcase only the best moments, not the full, unvarnished documentary of effort and setbacks. If you're starting to notice this pattern, follow Daily Reset Lab and watch the rest of this playlist. Each video breaks down another way modern life shapes what you believe, so you can start seeing it clearly, understanding the hidden forces that influence your perceptions and decisions. Here's what actually happens. You see the result. Your brain assumes the process. You don't question the gap because the image feels complete. So you start believing this is the path, even when the path isn't shown. This unconscious leap of faith can lead to unrealistic expectations and a feeling of inadequacy when your own journey doesn't mirror the polished outcome. We project an imagined process onto the visible result, creating a false blueprint for our own efforts. You're not buying the method, you're buying the image. The allure is in the aesthetic, the aspirational feeling, not necessarily the underlying substance or the practical steps required to achieve it. It's an emotional purchase, not a logical one. As Yuval Noah Harari wrote, people think in stories, not in facts. A clear story is easier to believe than a complex reality. So, when success is presented as a simple story, your brain accepts it quickly. This narrative simplicity bypasses critical analysis, making the curated image feel like an attainable truth, even if it lacks factual depth or practical applicability. Our brains are wired for narratives, and simple ones are the most compelling. You start comparing your reality to someone else's highlight. You start chasing what looks like success, not what actually creates it. And over time, you feel behind, even when you're not. This constant comparison erodes self-worth and distracts from genuine progress, as you're measuring your messy, authentic process against someone else's perfectly presented, often incomplete, narrative. It's a race you can never win because the finish line keeps moving and the rules are hidden, because you're comparing process to presentation. It's an apples to oranges comparison that always leaves you feeling shortchanged, frustrated, and questioning your own capabilities, even when you're on the right track. This leads to constant switching between ideas, trying different solutions, following new methods, looking for the next answer, not because you lack discipline, but because the path was never clear to begin with. The absence of a clear, realistic process leaves you adrift, constantly searching for a magic bullet that doesn't exist in the curated world. This endless search is exhausting and unproductive, preventing deep work and sustained effort. Instead of asking, "Does this look successful?" ask, "What is not being shown? What part of the process is missing? What assumptions am I making?" That question alone changes how you see everything. It empowers you to look beyond the surface, to engage with reality more deeply, and to build your own understanding of success based on substance, not just spectacle. It's a powerful tool for critical thinking and self-awareness. Nothing about success is as simple as it looks, but what you're shown is designed to feel simple, because simple gets attention, and attention spreads. But once you see the pattern, you stop reacting to the image and start questioning the structure behind it. This shift in perspective is the first step towards building genuine, sustainable success, rooted in understanding and effort, rather than fleeting illusions. It's about reclaiming your agency in a world saturated with curated realities. Watch the next video in this playlist, and subscribe to Daily Reset Lab for more breakdowns like this, so you can start seeing clearly what's influencing you and navigate the complexities of modern life with greater insight and purpose.